Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. I'm about to check on my airdrops. 3 new airdrops from the Chaos Legion booster pack sale. I'm pumped. I know I'm gonna get some. I bought enough packs that it's not even a question. Let's see how many we get. See if we get any gold foils. I'm not just looking at my own account. I'm looking at two accounts that I have access to, but the second is a communal buy that we're going to share, but there's a lot of goodies in that one, so let's look at it together. And I want to talk about the value of the 3 new cards, and I want to check out the market and see where they're priced and whether I think they're fairly priced at this point, or whether they need to go up, or they need to go down. Let's check it out. Before I get into it, my name is Dwayne Cunningham, and you can call me 12. I cover Splinterlands all day, every day, because this game has changed my life, and I think it can change yours. If you're hearing that for the first time, understand what I'm talking about is that there's a long-term opportunity with blockchain-based video games that reward you with NFTs that are trivially valued in the beginning when you receive them. So you receive trivial rewards for your time and attention, but you need to understand that these are deflationary assets, meaning there are a limited number that's always shrinking while there's a growing supply of players. That is a recipe for price appreciation. And that's why I say that this game financially has an opportunity to change your life. And I never say that it's on a short-term basis. I don't say that over 2 weeks, 2 months. I'm talking 2 to 4 years. That's the window of time that I've been playing the game. I started playing 3 years ago. And over that time, I've seen massive transformation in my account. I think that opportunity still exists today for those who are willing to commit daily time and attention to this amazing blockchain-based video game. If that sounds interesting, stick around, stay tuned, like, and subscribe. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so we got 3 to check. As you can see, after this, well, first of all, we're up to 6.6 million sold out of 15 total million. At 380,000 more, we will get the next airdrop. That's not here shown. And every million after. That's really important to understand. It means that the opportunity, the really huge opportunity for these packs is dwindling, because while the pack will always contain cards, and those cards will always be valuable, and they'll always be deflationary in nature, and all that good stuff, the number of airdrops associated with each pack you own dwindles every million packs. We're now going to look at 3 more airdrops, and we're going to see, these will no longer be available to purchasers of Chaos Legion packs, except they can be inside the pack. Bakjira, Uriel, Lyra, Iza, and Grum can be inside your pack. But right now, for people like me, these are bonuses on top of the 5 cards I have inside my pack. That's why it's so important to buy packs early if you're interested in buying packs. And you have to buy them from Splinterlands if you're interested in airdrops. Okay? So let's check it out. Do Lyra first. This card I really, really like because at higher levels it has speed. It has the swiftness, which gives you 1 more speed to all of your monsters. And for my playstyle with the Death Splinter, I find that that's very important. Opportunity is also really good, and I think she has 4 archery at the highest levels. Snare is a 100% for sure hit when you're firing at a flying monster, which is always good. It's just something. It's one of those things that you don't necessarily know if you're going to fight a flying monster, but if you end up against one, having a snare is just a really great ability. So I love that. And as you can see, the airdrop for this airdrop, each qualifying pack has a 0.2857% chance to result in a standard card, or a 0.01143 chance of getting a gold foil. So every single pack you've bought has that opportunity. It's just a really small opportunity until you get up to 350 packs, at which point you're going to get a guarantee. As you see, I bought 4,800 on this pack, so let's check it out. Oh, gold foil. That's huge. That's huge. Actually, I want to talk about this for a minute. I definitely want to talk more about these rewards. Was that a good amount and all this? But before I do, I want to shout out a friend of mine named Johnson on Discord, and he is creating apps that will help Splinterlands users in a lot of different ways. But one app that he threw together the other day was a calculator. So I want to see how the calculator works with respect to. It's splinteralert.com/airdrop. And you type in how many packs you got. We got, how many did I buy? 48. I think it was 48. Oh, 48.28 I bought. And we know that the guaranteed drop rate was 350. This number right here is how many packs did Splinterlands say you needed to buy in order to get one of the airdrops. And you can just press go and it's going to tell you. This is probabilistic. You know, at least it says I'm going to get, for sure I'm going to get at least one, 100% guarantee. And that's true because the guarantee is 350. So, but as for gold, I only had a 65% chance to get that gold. That's what I wanted to see right now. That's awesome, man. That's super awesome. That gold one is going to be extremely, I would think, extremely pricey. Let's check that out in a second here. 25. They said I was likely to get 25 of the regulars. Ooh. So that was significantly more than I ultimately ended up with. I only got 15. I wonder if they're, let me see something. So 48.28 divided by 350. I only, like, by a guaranteed basis, I only should have got 13 of the regular foils. I ended up with 15. And then the gold foil is, you know, I didn't really deserve even one, which is awesome. But man, wouldn't it have been cool to get 20 or so? Like 25, that would have been wild. Let's try it again. You can just hit go, go, go and see what ends up happening. It's just calculating its average. I wonder if getting a gold one changes the number of output. Interesting. Yeah, let's keep going. Actually, before we do, let's check out Lyra. That's what we'll do. We'll split it up into 3. We'll do Lyra, and we'll do the others. Yes. So the Goldie is selling for 100, and the regular is selling for about 12. Well, the Goldie is selling for 124, and the regular is selling for 12. What? Goes through with magic. Look at that. Magic. The screen says she has ranged. The art says she has magic. Did the devs just change her quickly? Because that happens. Or is this an error on the card art? Because it does say archery, ranged attack. Interesting. See, it's archery over here. So anyways, that neither here nor there to me, really. As long as does she still have swiftness? At level 3, she does have swiftness. So that's awesome. Okay, cool. Check out the next one. So right there I got, like, call it $12 times 15. 12 times 15 plus 120, about $300 worth of airdropped cards right there as a product of the packs I purchased. And now these prices will, I would think they would go down because they're being airdropped for the rest of the day. But then I would think because it's a legendary card, I would expect it to kind of stay stable and maybe float back up, especially in the next 6 months or, you know, a year. Legendary cards are almost always, you know, significantly more expensive, especially airdrops. Plus, I think it's uniquely valuable because of the speed, the swiftness, the snare, the opportunity, the high speed. All of that works so well with the black team that really is meta right now. I like Nightmare. I like Boogeyman. I like Slime, Creeping Ooze. I like Lyra the Dark will fit in there. It'll be, even without Kitty, you can be very, very evasive with that build. So I'm gonna like that a lot. Let's look on to the next. So now we're looking at Isa the Fanged. archery, good speed, scavenge, and sneak. The sneak attack with the archery is always interesting to me. I find that I don't love that, because what I often do as a defender is I'll put in my rearmost position something with high amount of shields and low hit points, because with hopefully thorns, like I'm thinking, I have a card in mind right now. I'm thinking it's a neutral, an elephant. There it is, Enchanted Defender. You probably don't have this card, but I do, and I love it. Got thorns at silver level, and it's got a huge amount of armor, 6 armor and 1 hit point. That is a great monster to put in the back lines. At the higher levels, it's even better, 9 armor and 1 hit point. Again, I'm expecting, what am I expecting? I'm expecting to attract all the opportunity melee monsters. I'm expecting to attract all the sneak attack monsters, and my thorns damage is hopefully going to kill some of those. And when a card like this one comes in, shoots 1 archery or even 2 or 3 archery at that shield, sure, you're going to break my archery and slowly you're going to kill me, but I'm going to distract a card like this quite substantially. So I don't feel like this is particularly powerful. You know, scavenge is always great because the hit points rocket up by the time it gets to the front, but you know, it's not going to have close range. So I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this new one. Green's not been my favorite Splinter anyways. So it's got sneak, scavenge, and stun. Stun's a powerful ability. You know, there's a lot of knockout, and knockout requires stun. You need to stun first, and then you knock out, and knockout is an ability that doubles the damage. So, you know, there's a rule set within the game that will allow that to really be taken advantage of. So I would argue that for 3 mana cost, this is a very... Look at this again, showing magic. What's going on here? Ease of the Fanged, magic, even though it shows archery. So that's a bug. Either on Peak Monsters artwork or on Splinterlands, because they haven't, maybe they modified the monster and then didn't tweak this art. I'm not sure. Either way, something's wrong there. I suspect it's the Peak Monsters artwork somehow, because why would they've shown it to be ranged and yet they show the magic. Okay, so for this one, I don't, you know, value wise, I'm not too excited about it. I can see, you know, people are less excited about it. Also, $8 instead of the 12 that we just saw with the last monster. The gold foil version. There's Grum. So this gold foil is going for 120, just like the other. If I got one, and I would maybe list it for 100. And I don't love this card. Look at that. It's completely different artwork. What is going on here? This is not scavenge. This is life leech. And that's not the ability that are shown here. This is magic, not archery. That's not the ability shown here. Sneak is still shown. I don't know what's going on here, guys. If you know, drop it in the comments. Maybe there's a Discord comment. Splinterlands, let's quick have a peek. I'm asking in the Mav chat, did the airdrop cards get changed to magic? Both Isa and Lyra are showing magic on people. Grab a screenshot. There's an issue. Bribo says there's an issue with Isa. He's actually ranged but showing up as magic. Team is already aware of that. So they didn't know about, or they did know about it. And they're working on it. Okay, carry on. It's not a big deal. It sounds like they do plan to be archery. That was just something weird. Maybe they had originally thought of it being a magic monster and they had artwork for that, and then they, you know, accidentally sent that file to Peak Monsters instead of the right stuff. Who knows, right? These monsters go through constant iteration before they get released. Okay. Oh, I didn't check that one. Check for rewards. Come on, big one. Be 20 plus. 25. It should be the same math. 2 gold foils, dude. That is very good luck as far as I know. Again, my dude's website should be giving, like, this is what I should be getting. 25 and maybe 1. Oh, okay. Take it. Especially since those gold foils are... Especially since those gold foils are selling for quite a bit. Okay, let's go back and check the next one. This one I'm extremely excited about. This is, to me, one of the most powerful monsters that I've probably ever seen in the game. And I don't think I'm exaggerating. This card, let's take a moment to really build what's going on here. Grum has Bloodlust. Bloodlust adds 1 to all stats. Magic attacks hit the monster. Okay. Every time this monster defeats an opponent, it gets 1 to all stats. 1 to melee, 1 to speed, 1 to armor, 1 to hit points. It's huge. That's a crazy ability. This is a fire splinter monster in tandem with Jotun with blast damage. Think of the amount of havoc it could wreak. How many more kills could it get? How fast could that bloodlust add up? That's going to be very significant. Put him with Quid. He's the other summoner for the fire team that has piercing damage. And at this level of melee damage, and you throw on an Inspire or something, he's going to be 4, 5, maybe 6 melee damage at the higher levels with some Inspire. And at the higher levels, I could see him being 7, 8, because there's multiple Inspires on the fire team. Now, you put 6, 7 hit points there, and you put him with Quid, who's got piercing damage. Suddenly he's punching through 1 armor and just deleting enemies. I think this is a very powerful monster. And he has a huge hit point pool, so what does that mean? Remember, there are certain rule sets that are going to be really advantageous in that situation, such as what's it called? The one where all the monsters, when they all have enrage. And so if they take 1 hit point damage, they end up going... They get enraged, and their melee attack and speed buff dramatically. I feel like this card is going to just destroy. As far as I can see, and it's not even vulnerable, I would say, to most attacks. It's not vulnerable to archery. It starts off with 17 hit points because of the shields and the armor. It's not vulnerable to magic because it's got void armor and void. It's like even less vulnerable to magic. It's actually, and then melee, again, same thing. It's got 17 hit points at level 1. At the higher level, it's even higher. It's literally 20 hit points. Crazy amount of hit points. Plus, armor repair is plethora. There's plenty of armor repair on the fire team. There's plenty of heal. There's plenty of inspire. This thing is going to be a carry card and an absolutely amazing card. This is going to be, as far as I'm concerned, a must-have card. Maybe not the gold foil, but absolutely this card is going to be must-have. Even $18 for the lower level. Yeah, I mean, maybe it falls because it's in circulation and there's tons of Chaos Legion cards. There's still 9 more million Chaos Legion cards packs to be opened, and Grum will be... There's plenty of Grums for the short term, but like I said earlier, these cards are limited in number and there's not enough of them. Over a 3-4 year time horizon, cards like this, which are absolutely pivotal, I can tell you that now, are going to be worth more than they're worth today. That's my opinion. It's not a promise. That's how I've been with the game long enough, though. I do think my analysis on that is probably accurate, but I can't promise anything. Yeah, Bloodlust is crazy. This is the first monster ever with Bloodlust within the regular game. Void Armor is so helpful for a monster who is a tank. It's one of those things, like I say, a tank should have some sort of resiliency, whether it's phase or armor, shield or void. It has void and void armor. To me, that's an amazing combo. And then Giant Killer is just, this is so insane. it's, you know, when it ends up fighting against a monster who cost more than 10 mana, which it might be fighting against itself, it's going to hit for double the damage. Picture that with Quid. You've got, I'm coming at you with Grum. We're equal. Our teams are equal. I've got Grum in the first position with Quid as my summoner, piercing damage. You've got Grum in the first position, and you've got Pyre, who makes you one speed faster. You're gonna hit me, but you're gonna hit armor. I'm gonna hit you, and I'm gonna punch through armor. Even if you have repair, it's just like I find it's gonna, the rest of the team's gonna matter, but piercing damage is so important when you have a high melee damage output. And Quid, to me, so I went out and bought a full level Quid after, I think maybe just before I saw Grum actually. So I'm super excited about this card. To me, it's extremely valuable. I think it's absolutely a carry card, and be excited to see what we get here. Come on. I'd love to see more, like 20. If I got 25 and no gold foils. See, this is interesting. They were all 13, 14, 15 with one gold foil or two gold foils. Whereas Splinter Alert, I'm going to talk to my buddy because it's calling for a lot more. Maybe there's something about the math where when gold kicks off, it impacts, it changes how many regulars you get. I don't know the answer to that. I'll talk to him. But in the meantime, I guess take this with a grain of salt. Awesome. So I'm excited about that. And I think I've unpacked my feelings on the three monsters. Iza, I don't really care for. Lyra, I definitely like. Grum is amazing. Not just a like, but is absolutely amazing. Probably the best card in the game, especially, I think, in the game. You know, Uriel for like a one-on-one, probably him and Uriel. But Grum would win that if you had the right summoner. Yes, he's got heals. Yes, he's got... Ooh, he does have the recharge, and he's going to hit for... If they're both max level, he's going to hit for 12. But you're going to have... Grum's going to have armor. And one repair would be enough to kind of silence a huge recharge hit. Yeah, even though he's got heal, I would say, because of his mana cost, Grum would take him out, because Grum's going to hit with... giant killer levels, so you like something like 8 or 10 hit points per turn. Wow, this is a great card too, though. Absolutely great card. Okay, so let's quickly check out the main account, or my other account, where I've got the big buy for my bulk purchase. And these cards that you're going to see me here with will be handed out later today. Oh, this is account. That was scary for a second. You go in and you're like, why does it say 0 packs purchase? Okay, this top. Check status. Got 67,000 packs, guys. Okay. I'll probably do a similar bulk buy when we come around to, what's it called? To Rift Watchers. If there's a bulk buy opportunity, and if there's some sort of financial advantage to doing so. Look at that, 180 standard foils and 11 gold foils. That's amazing. That's split between, I think, 15 of us that contributed to this purchase. So if you're interested in participating in a bulk buy like this, and if you would be willing to trust me with your funds, I hope I'm establishing that I'm going to be trustworthy in that respect, and a good steward of your investment. But I definitely would need to limit that. Like I would talk to I call them my chaos agents, the guys who participated in this bulk buy. They have a special role in my Discord, and they're the guys that I'm going to probably look to. If they want to participate in the next bulk buy, then I would speak to them first. And, you know, maybe we could add 5 or 10 more people, but more people is more division of cards, more packs, more time, more effort. So it would really have to be at a higher level of investment. So we can talk about that in the future, but if that's at all interesting, maybe stay tuned and we'll see what happens. So that's awesome. Now, over here and check the next one. 185 and 6 gold foils. That's a lot less gold foils. Didn't we have 10 on the last? Wow. Right. This is the big one. Give us all the gold foils. Give us 25 gold foils. Come on, gold foils. 7 gold foils, 140. Not bad, not bad. Okay, cool. Okay, guys. I'm going to leave it there. I have a lot of math and division and conversations to figure out with dividing these things between me and the guys. Thanks for all of your time and attention. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you stuck around to the end and you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and subscribe. On Thursday night, January 20, that's tonight. Tonight at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're going to do a live event with my members. If you're not a member yet, but you want to be involved in this sort of conversation, we do Q&As once a week on Thursday nights. Come join the team, join the community. Silver or higher, you're going to be invited to every single live event. Bronze is once a month. Silver or higher is also you can become a TNA intern and join the guild eventually. And then lastly, I would say tomorrow night, Friday, I'm going to have a public live where I'm going to do 1,000 pack openings. So I'm hanging out for that anyways. Thanks guys for everything you do. Appreciate you. Have an amazing day. God bless.